Friends forever, that's what we are. Through the thick and the thin, we're friendship stars. We're banger main buddies from the days of old. We laugh, crying, hug, friendship solid as gold. My soul whatever started a year ago. We share our stories and your stories were told. 80s, 90s memories that give us glee. And on the block party shows and KOTB. Now our friendship circle has grown by far. Hashtag friends forever, that's what we all are. Boom. And if you don't know, now you know. My so-called whatever for life. Hashtag MSCW. Hashtag friends forever. Yeah. Yeah.
How's it going?
Pretty good.
Oh, glad to hear it. Friend?
Forever friends.
So it's Friday night,
Yep.
recording night,
Yep.
and it's kind of late actually for us now,
Yeah, this is late for us.
but we've been chatting.
Yeah.
Not as late as it used to be, though. Remember
Oh, my
when we used to
goodness.
do this?
Oh my gosh, we'd go till 2:00 in the morning, sometimes 3:00.
I know. What?
Now it's like late if we go past like 10:30.
It's late if we go past like 9:30.
No, that's true too. Yeah.
So, I work tomorrow.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well,
I don't work every Saturday, so I can't complain. It's what I do for the money to go see new kids.
hey, you gotta do what you gotta do to see those new kids.
That's right. And also, help feed my family.
Yeah, that's true. Well,
How was your week?
it's pretty great, and even though this is before we release the Donnie episode,
Right. We released the Donnie episode
yeah, what?
last week.
What? We'll talk more about that, right? We'll talk more about that
Like after it comes
and-
out.
right? And the block party,
Yeah, totally.
because
But
this isn't the block party episode.
no, but it was exciting.
It was. Oh my gosh,
Donnie,
it was more than exciting.
he's a national treasure. So's Jenny.
And speaking about Christmas, holiday memories, because that's what we're going to talk about today.
Yeah.
My Christmas was made. Donnie wrapped it in a bow
Oh, yeah.
and delivered it.
He just put a little bow on it.
He just
Pulled it
called me up.
tight.
Well, called us.
Yeah.
Didn't just call me. And made that interview
Made
happen.
that holiday dream come true.
Yeah. It wasn't really an interview.
It was
at all.
It was a conversation.
It sure was. And
So
if,
hopefully you guys liked it.
yeah.
So we'll talk about that more on the block party.
Yeah.
But anyway, in holiday news,
Yeah.
how's your shopping going?
No.
Not good?
No.
No, me either.
I just did some tonight.
I've been doing some online shopping.
I got Bryn some sweatpants.
Nice. I hope she doesn't listen to this.
She won't.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've been talking to Santa. I've been giving him my debit card.
Oh.
But I need to do more.
Oh, Santa.
Yeah. Good old Santa Claus.
Yep.
The elf came.
Jolly old Saint Nick.
Yep.
Oh, the elf came.
The elf came. Oh, boy.
Did the elf swing from the banisters?
No, the elf sat in
Swing from the chandelier?
the elf sat in the tree.
Oh,
And then
that's where my elf spent most of his time, too.
the elf is now in a vase,
Oh.
which is just like always there. And you just put it in. The elf just hopped in. But the elf had a questionnaire to answer last night.
Oh. Wow. That's fancy.
Well, because Sadie left a questionnaire for the elf
Oh, okay.
with questions like, am I allowed to touch you? But can I tell you something that's really sad?
What?
Of course the elf checked off no.
Right.
Everyone knows you can't touch the elf.
Right.
So this morning she ran out and she found the elf and she found the questionnaire and she looked at it. And she wrote, and she said, and it was so sad, like the saddest little voice with the saddest little face. I figured he'd say no.
Oh.
And then she just stood there and like looked down, like she was gonna cry. And I felt so
grief.
that I figured he'd say no.
Oh my gosh.
I know, way to make me feel terrible. But if she could touch the elf would get lost.
That is the truth.
She'd play with the elf.
Yeah.
The elf would have cat hair on it, and
And all its magic would be gone.
yes, it'd rub off on the cat
Yep.
in the couch. But anyway, that's our holiday season thus far.
Ours is full of Xbox One requests. And,
I don't even know what that is. Thank
and
goodness.
YouTube requests.
YouTube requests.
Oh, my kids want to be YouTubers, as
Oh.
as do all you. Oh, and so this is the year.
Sadie wants to be a YouTuber.
We've talked about this.
Yeah.
This is the year. This is the year that they're gonna do YouTube. So be on the lookout for that. We'll see. Well, I get the final edits
Yeah. Well, that's good.
because they're like, well, you get to do a podcast.
Well, it's a
So-
little different. You're a grown up.
Exactly, and I'm gonna have to keep my house clean.
Well, that's the worst part. That is the worst part. Sadie took my phone the other day and she started recording a video, and I heard her say, "Hey guys, so there's my mom." And I looked, and I'm like in my pajamas, hadn't showered, hadn't washed my face,
Hey guys,
nothing. "Hey guys, here's my mom. Today, we're going to go," I don't remember what we were doing, but let's say we were getting a wreath. "We're going to go get a wreath. But first," and then she like huffs and puffs and walks down the hall with the phone, like doing this, swinging all over the place at my dirty house. "Hey guys, here's my mom." Let me just put my bra on real quick.
smash that subscribe button.
Yeah.
Good grief.
Go ahead and like this video. Smash that subscribe button.
Oh gosh.
I know, I love
You
it.
can
It's
smash
so
our
cute.
subscribe button. You can do that.
You sure can. You can go right over to our YouTube.
Yep. Smash that like button and that subscribe button.
Maybe we'll post a video.
Hey, I've got one almost edited.
We recorded one, but editing,
Yep. It's a little harder than I expected.
she's a bitch. Especially when it's the first run.
Yeah, that was our first video. It wasn't too bad for our first video, though.
No, but like part of it didn't have audio, right?
No, it did.
It did?
We're good.
Wasn't there something with it?
It kept stopping
Yeah,
because we
that's
kept
right.
running out of space.
We kept running out of space. Oh, Lord.
So, should we just get into it?
Probably.
That sounds like a plan.
Okay, sounds good. This is Brooke,
And this is Nikki.
and this is my so-called whatever. And if this is your first time listening to us, hello.
Welcome. Welcome to the podcast.
Thanks for joining us.
We appreciate you. And since this is your first time listening, well, if it is, because you may be a long-time listener, which
True.
we appreciate.
Absolutely.
Every week we switch between 80s and 90s topics and New Kids on the Block topics, which we call our block party. But this week we're talking 80s, 90s holiday memories.
Holiday memories.
Holiday Memories 2018.
We did this last year, and it was a lot of fun.
It was.
So,
And we have a bunch of stories to read to you.
yes, we do.
See, because last year we were still on the 2 a week.
That's right.
Can you even
Oh,
imagine?
no, I can't. No wonder I was here until 2 and 3 o'clock in the
Right.
morning.
We used to do 2 episodes every week.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
guys-
Sometimes we did 3. There was one time we did 3.
Yeah,
Maybe twice.
I don't remember, but I do know that was insane. This week's episode is brought to you by Kelly.
Kelly.
you. We love
know what
you.
you did.
You know what you did
Thank you for being our Patreon peep.
and sponsoring this episode.
Yeah, we appreciate you.
And if you would like to learn how to sponsor an episode or be one of our Patreon peeps at any level, go to Patreon, patreon.com/my so-called whatever.
All one word.
You can see it all right there.
You can.
And if you can't do that, or if you
No
don't want to
problem.
do that,
That's
cool.
fine.
We're a free podcast, but we would totally appreciate it if you went to
iTunes.
and you left a
5-star review.
hey,
Hey, only if you like us.
right,
If you like
5-star
us,
review.
Leave that 5-star review. If you don't like us, don't leave a review. It's
No.
cool.
That's fine. Just don't bother.
We're okay with that.
If you don't like us, you can just
Not listen.
not listen. So you're probably not even listening if you don't like us.
Probably not.
Hopefully,
Hopefully you
we're all
like
friends
us.
here.
Yes, forever.
And we would love a 5-star rating and review.
Is what we are, and we'll be together forever
And ever.
Amen.
Okay, Randy. You can also leave us a review anywhere you listen to your podcasts.
Yes.
We'll just wrap that up with
Yeah.
a little bow.
Wrapped.
And we thank you. Cordially.
So what are we doing today?
We're reading holiday stories.
I can hear the bells.
Oh, ding, ding, ding.
Ding 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 ding.
I can hear Rudolph's nose.
What was that?
You know Rudolph's nose from the show?
I don't remember that.
It's like a...
Oh my gosh.
know.
No, I don't.
So at work, we listen to the radio, and it's way up in the corner, like away from where I sit.
Mm-hmm.
But I will hear Rudolph's nose, because they play all holiday music
Yep.
right now. And I'll randomly hear Rudolph's nose, and I'll be like, where's Rudolph?
Oh.
I know, I love Rudolph.
Oh.
So, that being
what's
said...
his name? Just wanted to be a dentist.
Oh, he did want to be a dentist. Okay, so we watched that, and I said to Sadie, you should be a dentist when you grow up.
Hey.
That's a great job.
Yeah.
And she looked at me, and she said, no. Just as plain as day, and very adamant. No. Okay.
All right.
Alrighty then. No dentist.
I have hiccups. That's going to make this episode interesting.
Do you want me to read the first one?
Yeah, go for
Since
it.
you have hiccups?
Yeah.
Okay. You know what you need to do? Hold your breath and drink.
Okay.
So while you do that, I'm going to read Christina's story. Christina's NKO TV holiday story.
Yay.
I'm excited about this. Hi, Brooke and Nikki. So I've been listening to the podcast for a while now and debated on sending my story in. I've never met the boys, and I only first saw them in concert as an adult when they toured as NKOT BSB in 2011.
Hey.
My parents tried and failed to get me tickets back in the day, but happy to say I've now seen them twice and will again in May. Yay!
Yay.
My story isn't much, but it's a fond memory for me that always makes me smile. It was Christmas 1989, and I was slightly late to the New Kids on the Block craze, but I was way into them now. I didn't yet have any of the tapes or merch, but that was soon to change. In my family, Christmas Eve was spent at my Oma and Opa's house,
Aw.
and Christmas Day was spent at home. Oma and Opa is German for Grandma and Grandpa. Our best gifts came Christmas Eve, and I was really hoping for a Walkman.
Oh.
Weren't we all?
Weren't we all?
Christmas 1989
That
was
a good Christmas.
that was a good Christmas. Walkman, New Kids,
Yes.
Barbies.
Pretty sure I got my townhouse.
Oh man,
Pretty sure I got my townhouse.
it was a great year for Christmas.
Actually, it was the dream house. I
never
can't
had
remember.
the dream house.
It wasn't the townhouse because the townhouse was like one floor.
No, the townhouse was 3.
Okay, that's what I had with the little elevator that you
Yes, that's what I had.
Yeah.
Dinner was finally over, and we moved to the family room for presents. My Oma handed me 2 boxes and said, I hope this is what you wanted.
Uh-oh.
I tore the wrapping off the first box and was thrilled to see my desired Walkman and batteries.
Oh my goodness.
The second box was a little more special, as it contained not only the Hangin' Tough cassette, but also the first album and Christmas one.
Your Oma and Opa are amazing!
They're the best! They give the best gifts.
Yes, they do.
And they probably give really good hugs, too.
Oh, I bet they do.
I didn't even know those existed until that moment, as I had only heard Hangin' Tough and Please Don't Go Girl on the radio. Oh, that's exciting. She had all kinds of new music to listen to. I asked Oma how did she know, and my sweet little German grandma, in her delicate accent, said she had walked into Tower Records and just asked the guy for some new guys on the street.
Oh, my
That's
heart.
precious.
My heart. Oh my gosh.
Luckily, he knew what she meant.
Oh, this is the sweetest story. Oh,
My Oma has been gone 10 years now,
it's gonna make me cry.
but I still love remembering that Christmas and how she drove downtown and went into that loud and crazy record store and bought me my Guys on the Street tapes. It really is one of my best Christmas memories.
Christina, the story is just so amazing.
Oh, I love your Oma. Well, that's my story. I have another one about a school project gone awry. Jordan's clay head went flying. It wasn't pretty. That I will share another time. Keep on doing what you're doing, and I hope you have a great holiday season. Christina.
Christina, you're
you.
amazing. Thank you so much for sharing that story.
I love that. And I love hearing about your Oma and Opa.
Me too.
New guys on the street.
New guys on the street.
That is adorable.
Oh.
That's
she went into
adorable.
those record places were loud.
Yes, they were.
They were always playing loud
These
music.
massive,
Yeah.
like loud stores.
Yeah.
With some punk kid working.
All I can think of is like we had a small one, Strawberries.
Yes.
And it would be blasting the
Oh
music.
my gosh.
Because it was like really the only one that could blast music because it wasn't
in the
all
mall.
on its own.
Yeah, the other ones were all in the mall.
Right, so they couldn't like really blast. We'd walk into that store.
Oh my gosh.
Still, when I walk into Lamey Wellahan, I still think of Strawberries.
I do too.
That was where we got our Joey McIntyre tickets.
And I also think of Mr. Bagel.
Oh, was it there?
It was right next door.
Oh, I don't remember that.
And I remember going like into Mr. Bagel and Strawberries. Like it was a little trip.
But isn't that where we got the Joey McIntyre tickets at Strawberries?
Probably because they were a Ticketmaster outlet.
Oh, yeah.
So probably either there or Filene's. Would have been one of the two. But I...
Probably, maybe... I don't know. I wasn't the one that got the... I feel like it was Strawberries.
It might have been. It very well could have been.
Because it was like...
We didn't order them online.
It was my first concert. I'm still claiming it as my first concert. Because the other one didn't count.
Because you left early.
Yes. And because I got smushed.
Right.
So it was a big deal. It was a big deal.
Well, it
like,
was a big deal
getting-
concert
And
anyway.
it was Joey McIntyre. Come on.
We had great seats.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did.
Christina, thank you so much for your
Thank
story.
you.
We appreciate it. 100%.
So now we've got Kelly's Christmas Pick-a-Pick.
Yay!
And so there's two pictures. They're on our website. And this is her little blurb that she wrote. These two photos were taken sometime in the mid-70s. I know they were taken at my grandma's house. She always had one of those fake tinsel trees. And I'm pretty sure she dressed me that day too, because she always dressed me in the ugliest boyish looking clothes. Oh no. But I got my family treehouse that I loved so much.
That
Family
treehouse.
treehouse. Somebody had that.
Yes! I didn't have that, but somebody did have that. Like somebody I knew when I was a kid.
That is so cool.
That is awesome. I would have loved that treehouse.
And that tree, that white tree,
That is so old school.
I got and the blue bulbs.
So old school.
That reminds me of somebody's house, and I can't think of
love
who it
it
was.
so
but
much.
you'd walk in, and it was like beautiful white tree with the real tinsel, like the tinsel I bought you last year. Remember I bought you tinsel?
that you throw on the tree?
Yeah, because you were
I
having.
love tinsel.
I bought you tinsel last year.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, and I gave it to you.
Did I put it on my tree?
No, because you were afraid like the cat.
The cat would eat it and then...
Yeah, but I
you know.
just got it for you because you wanted tinsel,
Yeah.
and I happened to see it, and I got it for you.
Oh,
And
I love tinsel.
like the tinsel on the tree and the blue bulbs. Somebody had a white tree. I have a white tree.
I want a white tree for my downstairs.
I have one. It's in that room next
Do you
door.
have it up?
No.
Oh,
Where am I going to put it?
you can put it in my downstairs.
Thank you so much, Kelly, for sharing that.
Thank you,
The
Kelly.
first picture is her looking at the white tree with the blue bulbs, and there's a bunch of... It's really cool because you can totally see that the wrapping paper is like totally 70s. And I'm pretty sure my mom had a dress that looked like that green one with the pink flowers. Or we had wallpaper like it.
Oh, yes.
And then the second picture is her looking at her family treehouse, which is really cool.
That is cool. I would have loved that treehouse. That's awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So now we have another pick-a-pick
Yeah.
from Courtney.
Yeah.
So here's a little blurb she wrote. Hi, Brooke and Nikki. Sending you a holiday pick-a-pick.
Oops.
Whoa.
Whoops. There goes my iPad.
Sending you a holiday pick-a-pick. Last year, I talked about my favorite Christmas gift, And this year, I'm sending my second favorite gift I ever got as a kid. This was Christmas 1985, and I was 9 years old. I got a Polaroid camera that year.
Oh, that's so cool.
Whoa.
I remember when you got your Polaroid
Oh my God,
camera.
I loved my Polaroid.
some of the best pictures were taken with that camera.
I know. Yikes. I loved that. Oh, wait. It was all I asked for that year and was so excited. I loved that camera and took so many pictures and wanted to take it everywhere. That's my sister on the left with, I'm sure, what was her top requested gift that year. The Cabbage Patch Kid travel bed. Hope you both have a wonderful Christmas this year, Courtney.
That is awesome.
So,
Look at her. She is so happy about that Polaroid
so
camera.
proud.
Courtney, I want to see some of the pictures that you took with that Polaroid camera.
I know. Look at that. Oh, look at those footy pajamas.
I had a pair of those.
I did too.
Just like that.
I love it.
Did your mom get them at JCPenney?
Probably. Okay, and her couch, I'm assuming that's the back of their couch,
Yes.
looks just like my parents, like our couch when I was that age.
That's so cool.
And I also had the Cabbage Patch Kid travel bed.
You did?
I totally had that.
Wow, I'm jealous.
I probably got it the same Christmas, actually.
I did
Oh
not
my
have one.
gosh.
But I think I got another Cabbage Patch Kid.
I love it.
I ended up having like 6
Cabbage Patch Kids?
Yeah.
I did not have that many
when
Cabbage
all
Patch
was said
Kids.
and done. People just, well, when I got bit by the dog,
Right.
I ended up with like 2 more Cabbage Patch Kids.
Well, because you were a kid and,
Yeah.
you know.
And they were like, here's Cabbage Patch Kids and make you feel better.
Right. Right. Like, get well soon.
And I got one of these bears that had boots. I don't know what kind of bear. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Maybe.
I just remember it was like a stuffed bear and it had like white boots. Like, but they were hard. And it was
Was it wearing an outfit?
Yeah.
Like, what kind of outfit?
I want to say like ready for the forest or something. Like ready to go on an outing.
Like a lumberjack bear?
No. Like,
What was it? White boots, you said?
yeah.
Immediately I thought of the Get Along Gang.
No, it wasn't the Get Along Gang.
Only because I had some of those and they had hard boots. Like, they had hard shoes. But
It was like
I don't know if any others that I
Bearkins?
had.
Bearkins?
I don't know
Is
that I've
what
ever
they're
heard of
called?
that.
Something like that. And then I got my Puffalump,
Oh,
which
you're
I can
puffing.
no longer find.
Oh,
I don't know where she went.
She's somewhere in here.
Yeah.
I don't know what that bear was. If anybody knows what that bear is,
Yeah, it was like
drop us a line.
it was a line of bears that like some of them had glasses, some of them had
Oh, cute.
yeah,
Bear. And you're thinking Bearkins? Bearkins?
Bearkins,
I don't know. If anybody knows.
bear paws, bear
Isn't that like...
Hawkins. I don't know. I'm trying to think. I don't remember. All right, while you look that up, I will read.
Yeah, I'm going to look it up.
I will read Jessica's My So-Called Whatever Christmas Story.
Awesome.
Let me just start by saying I love Christmas. When I was little, we would always go to my grandma's house on Christmas Eve. She lived about 30 minutes away from us, and I remember being so excited on the way there that I could hardly stand it. I'm sure I was that kid that kept asking, "Are we there yet?" It was so fun to see my grandma and all of my aunts, uncles, and cousins. Also, I was the youngest at the time, so I got the most presents. At my grandma's house, I always loved seeing her pink bathroom with the pink fuzzy toilet seat cover and matching rugs. Nan still has that.
Love it.
And hers is yellow. I know it seems weird, but we would never have anything like that at my house, and I thought it was so cool. Doesn't seem weird at all. She also had a music box in the shape of a birdhouse that had a small drawer where she kept some fun jewelry that I loved playing with. But my favorite thing to do was play her double-decker organ. Whoa, that's so cool! That is so cool.
That is also one of my favorite memories, is at my grandmother's house playing her organ.
Really?
I loved playing the organ. I didn't know how.
That's cool.
But I loved how it sounded. And you could do like the little beat things.
That's really cool. I played the piano when I was a kid for years. I remember I had the NKOTB sheet music. That's so cool. Still looking for that sheet music, by the way, for that song there.
Yes.
If You Go Away. So if anybody has the sheet music for If You Go Away,
Please share it with Nikki.
thank you. Just a little side note there.
Little plug.
Okay, back to Jessica's story. My grandma used to teach the organ at her church, which was right across the street. Quick story about my grandma. When she was younger, she was a nun. Oh my gosh. Some of her sisters were nuns as well. Well, that was like a big deal. Like if you were Catholic and like you wanted to be a nun, my mom wanted to be a nun.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
I wanted to be a nun.
You did?
Of course.
For how long?
A couple years.
Oh.
Then I saw Joey and I said, well,
No thanks.
actually, I think it may have been Fred Savage.
That makes sense.
Okay.
You have a type.
Yes, I do. Some of her sisters were nuns as well. While my grandma was still a nun, she developed epilepsy, and at the time she was considered to be possessed or have demons inside her. So she was kicked out. Oh my gosh. So she got married and had 5 kids. My grandpa, who passed away years before I was born, used to run the reel-to-reel at a drive-in movie theater at the Dancing Ladies Club. That is I love your family. I freaking love your family. I'm just putting that out there.
So many like stories.
Yes, I love it. My mom remembers getting Christmas cards from a couple of the dancers. Weird choice for an ex-nun, but it seemed to work. Anyway, back to Christmas. So the whole family would be at my grandma's house on Christmas Eve, and we would just hang out and eat and open presents. My grandma had the same fake Christmas tree up every year, and I remember usually having KFC for dinner. I can remember having KFC for dinner, like, during the holidays.
Christmas Eve?
Like, it was like during the holidays. It was a big deal. We'd get...
You get like a meal,
because
like a family
we
bucket.
We didn't get that stuff. We didn't
Right.
get KFC on the regular.
It's a special occasion.
Yeah. I feel like it
That's
was
so
like
funny.
right around the holidays.
It would make sense. It'd be a delicious holiday meal.
She wrote, I doubt my grandma ate any of it. She lived on burnt toast and coffee and probably weighed about 85 pounds. Hey, is my Nana and your grandma friends?
So the smell of burnt toast always reminds me of my Grammy.
Oh.
But she would burn it accidentally and then scrape the burnt part
Yes, Nan would always scrape it.
and present it like
it's
this
not
isn't-
burnt.
This is a normal piece of toast. Put some cheese whiz on it and it'll all be
Cheese
better.
whiz.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
If you've never had cheese whiz on toast, you've never lived. It's delicious.
Oh my gosh, listen to this. She had a magnet on her refrigerator that was shaped like a pig that said, a moment on the lips, a lifetime on the hips. I used to have a pig in my refrigerator that would oink at you when you open the door.
I would punch that pig in the face.
I think it was a funny gift that my dad got.
Oh, yeah.
That's nice. That's nice, Dave. That's a nice gift.
It's nice, Dave.
That's a great gift for your wife and your daughter. It would go oink, 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 like that when you'd open up the refrigerator. Oink, oink. I think
Nice job, Dave.
I think I have a video of it. Because I digitized
Right,
those
right.
videos. I think that I have a video of it.
Oh, my God.
And Gramps like, well, look at that pig there. By golly, look at it. Would you look at it? Later, when all the presents had been opened and everyone was stuffed, we would all help clean up and head home. We were often the last ones to leave, and my grandma would stand out on the porch and wave as we left. She lived in a slightly sketchy neighborhood, so we would always wait for her to go back inside before we drove away, but she would be waiting for us to leave before she went inside. I always fell asleep laying down in the back seat on the way home and could barely walk to my bed when we got there. I would go right back to sleep, and the next time I woke up, it would be Christmas. Christmas morning, we always made a traditional Danish treat called
Yeah, I don't know.
a Belskaver.
Wow, that's really good.
A Belskaver? I think that's maybe what it is.
Ableskaver?
They
Yeah.
are like a little round donut that we would eat with jam or syrup or just powdered sugar. That tradition came from my other grandma, who was born in Denmark. Oh, very cool. We still make those every Christmas morning, and they are so good. We would usually listen to the Bing Crosby White Christmas record while we opened presents, and as soon as they were all opened, I would run to the phone and call my best friend so we could tell each other what we got. My grandma that hosted Christmas Eve passed away in 1995. My best memories of her are watching Hee Haw and the Lawrence Welk show at her house. Okay, for real, our grandmothers would be best friends. They would entertain together. For real, because Nan, that's what I remember, watching Hee Haw, and she loved Lawrence Welk.
I don't remember Lawrence Welk,
He was on PBS.
but I remember Hee Haw very, very well.
Oh, yes.
Very, very, very well.
And then guess what we would listen to? Stacy's Jamboree.
Yes.
Yay! That was a local show if you didn't know that.
Didn't we share it on here once or talk
Oh,
about
yeah.
it?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I remember that. I don't remember much.
The frame photo of the Pope on her wall right when you walked into her house. Okay, sorry. Let me go back. My best memories of her are watching Hee Haw and the Lawrence Welk show at her house. I can't believe they've taken Lawrence Welk.
They took my rings. They took my Rolex.
I can't believe she remembered that. But did we say that they said that? They don't say that, do they?
No, they don't say that.
What do they say? I can't believe they've taken Lawrence Welk.
Wealth. They've taken, what's his name? Warren's wealth.
Oh, Warren's wealth.
Right. They
That's
took
right.
my rings. They took my Rolex.
I can't believe
Down in
they've
front of
taken
the-
Lawrence Welk.
Damn, what's next?
I always thought that's what it said.
Well, that's what it sounds like.
Oh, gosh.
So funny.
The framed photo of the Pope on her wall right when you walked into her house, and the way she would have to go through everybody else's name before she remembers yours. When we cleaned her house, we found a tissue and a rosary in almost every one of her jacket and coat pockets.
Oh.
This story was not meant to be so much about my grandma, but I guess I couldn't help it. She was a huge part of our Christmas tradition. Merry Christmas to you both, and happy holidays to the whole MSCW group. Miss you, Jessica. I love you, Jessica.
I love it so
I love
much.
you. Thank you for sharing this. I love
Okay.
me on the couch with Sister Beatrice. Is that what it says?
Let me see the captions.
I can't see the captions.
Yeah, me on the couch with Sister Somebody. But can I just say,
It doesn't show the whole. Oh, me on the couch with Sister Bertina.
oh, she looks like her grandma.
She does.
She looks a lot like her grandma.
Oh,
And those little things that I can't pronounce look divine.
yes, they do.
They look like little round, like pancakes.
And I think we talked about this last year when she shared this picture of her with her sisters. They were cool.
Yes, they were cool. They were very cool. And
Yes.
They were fashionable.
Yes.
They were high fashion.
Look, she's wearing her house coat like I had.
So I had one too, and it was like foamy.
Oh, mine was not foamy.
Mine was like foamy.
I always wanted the foamy one from the JCPenney catalog. Mine was pink and kind of like a blanket.
Yeah, that's how mine was. And it wasn't foamy in like a memory foam kind of way.
No, I know what you mean, like in a comforter kind of way.
Like a hotel room comforter.
Yes. Mine wasn't like that. Mine was like one of those blankets. You know the ones that start off like they're very like smooth and velvety, and then they.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
That's
like what goes under the hotel room comforter.
That's exactly right.
And I'm talking like the old hotels.
Yes.
Before they started doing the sheets.
You're talking about like the hotel we stayed at that one time
Yes.
in the bathtub.
You're talking about the blanket that gets the cigarette burns on it.
Yes.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Oh, that was a great
That is such a cute picture
story.
with Santa.
That's awesome. These are great pictures. So go on our website, mysocalledwhatever.com, and take a look at Jessica's pictures because they are amazing.
You'll see a link to the episode.
Yes.
Right there. You can't miss her.
Right.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So I'm going to read. Thank you, Jessica.
Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing.
I'm going to read Jackie's Cabbage Patch Christmas story.
Okay.
Hey, Brooke and Nikki. I saw a recent post on the My So-Called Whatever page about the Cabbage Patch craze and was reminded of this crazy story my mom told me when I was much older. But before I get to that, let me give you some background on my Cabbage Patch failed Christmases. That's right, Christmases as in more than one. Location: New York City, at Christmas time, at the height of the Cabbage Patch craze. I'm pretty certain I was either in 4th or 5th grade. All I know is that my sister was way too young to understand the specialness of getting such a coveted gift at this time, and I found out later that it was really hard to find an African-American Cabbage Patch Kid. I had a very smart older brother who figured out where my mom hid the gifts, which was a bonus to my childhood. Thinking back, she really didn't try too hard. She put the gifts in her clothing closet, which was a semi-walk-in. She would push them to the back and pile clothes on them. And even when she learned to wrap them before hiding them, my brother figured out how to gently peel away the tape to reveal what was under the wrapping. I guess that's where you can say our acting skills all began. The look of shock and surprise on Christmas morning, and jumping up and down saying thank you, thank you, thank you. Meanwhile, I had already reorganized my toy box to make room for my new items. My brother and I would make Christmas lists at my parents' request. This particular year, I wrote about how much I wanted a Cabbage Patch Kid. So imagine my excitement when our Christmas gift hunt revealed a Cabbage Patch box. I automatically moved into super kid mode. I basically glued myself to my parents, making sure their every wish was met, as I did not want to spoil any opportunity of me getting my Cabbage Patch Kid on Christmas Day. So Christmas Day comes, and in true parent fashion, they always save the biggest gift for last. I wish we had home video to see the look on my face as it went from a huge smile to WTF as the Cabbage Patch Kid box went past me to my little sister. Honestly, I cannot say if she was excited for the gift or solely following the cues from her older siblings on how to react. I probably yelled, "Oh, a Cabbage Patch Kid! Let me help you!" #snatch. The Cabbage Patch Kid's name was Theo Ned, and last I checked, my sister still has him.
Oh.
Cut switch to Christmas the next year. What I really wanted was a Casio keyboard.
Yes!
I was going to be a music artist and write songs. LOL. I think at this point my mom figured out that we successfully found the gifts in advance of Christmas, so she kept them out of the house until Christmas Eve. I recall jumping around the living room as all these big packages came through the front door. By this time, there was no belief in Santa for me and brother. It was a collective effort to create Christmas magic for my younger sister who still believed. Christmas Day came, and none of the big boxes contained a Casio. What I did get was an African-American Cabbage Patch Kid. Autumn Meg B.O. Yes, I completed the adoption paperwork.
Oh,
I still have her to this day. Sadly, I did not want a Cabbage Patch Kid as much that year, so the excitement was not super high. I still played with her occasionally as I entered the cusp of puberty where dolls were not as cool. Guess what I got the next year for Christmas? Yep, a keyboard. Not a Casio, but it did the job. I'd rather get the things I want a year late than never.
Oh.
Now, the infamous story. My mom told me a story about her fighting someone over the Cabbage Patch Kid doll for my sister that first year. She was at Macy's Herald Square, which used to have a huge toy department. A new batch of dolls had been put out that day, and she said the whole area was ransacked. From across the aisle, she saw my sister's Cabbage Patch.
Okay, we'll stop. We'll actually play Jackie's audio because it's actually this.
Oh, okay. So now, we're going to play Jackie's recording.
Yes.
Retelling of the story.
Yes.
Because you got to hear it in audio.
Exactly. You got to hear Jackie say it. So here it goes.
Hey, Brooke and Nikki. Leaving a message about, I guess, the end part of the story I've submitted about my Cabbage Patch fails. So basically, when I got older, my mom told me a story about her basically fighting someone over a Cabbage Patch Kid doll in Macy's Herald Square. It was during the craze, you know, the dolls were disappearing. At every second, you know, everybody wanted one. It was like the most coveted toy for a couple of years. And it was actually very hard to find an African American one, believe it or not. And Macy's Herald Square is like one of our biggest department stores in the city, especially at that time. And they had a pretty large toy section. I want to say it went almost a whole floor, which means avenue to avenue, like a square block. So I guess they had put out a batch of the Cabbage Patch Kids earlier in the day. The whole Cabbage Patch land, you know, had been ransacked. And across the aisle, my mom noticed this African-American Cabbage Patch Kid, Theo Ned, which ended up being my sister's, if you read the story already. And she started her making her way to it, not realizing that it had caught someone else's eye, and they were making their way to the doll. So I guess they got to the doll at the same time, and a tug of war ensued. And my mom said that, the lady was snatching it. She was snatching it back. They wouldn't let go. They had like a 5-finger grip on it. And then finally my mom just said, look, it's fucking Christmas, okay? And she just snatched the doll, and the lady was just, I guess, shocked. Like, what kind of language is this? And clearly did not, I guess, expect that kind of language or for my mom to get that loud. Cause she's like, I don't know, 4'11". So my mom said she backed away quickly and then ran towards the register to kind of, make sure she purchased the doll and it was hers. But I always think about that around Christmas time. Especially when, my sister's Cabbage Patch Theo Ned comes up because, it was a fight. It was a fight.
That was awesome. That was awesome.
It's fucking Christmas. I love that.
Oh,
That's awesome. Jackie,
love you.
love you so much. That was an awesome story.
Thank you for sharing it.
Cabbage Patch Kids were a hot ticket. I mean,
Hot ticket.
it's crazy. I love watching those like videos on YouTube from like old news clips.
Yeah.
People go crazy.
I think I told my Cabbage Patch Kid story, but I remember it would be my cousin's dad, but it would be Nan's nephew.
Okay.
So what, like my cousin twice removed or something like that?
Something. Yeah.
He came up to get his daughter a Cabbage Patch Kid at Ames, where TJ Maxx is now.
Yep.
Also known as Zayres. It was probably
Zayre.
Zayres at the time.
It was definitely Zayres at the time.
And my grandfather went with him. And what I didn't know was that Gramp went and got a Cabbage Patch Kid at the same time.
Aww.
So he got me Marcy.
That's so nice.
Marcy
Gramp.
with the yarn hair. So I love her. She was my favorite. And she still smells like baby powder. She still smells like baby powder.
Mine does not. We saw mine
Yes.
when we went through the tote.
Yes.
She's rough.
A little bit.
That's all right. I played with her a lot.
I played with Marcy a ton, but I didn't play with my other ones as much. Well, I got Woodrow, and Woodrow and I had some times.
I love that name. I love that name, Woodrow.
Yep.
I didn't know you had one named Woodrow.
Yeah, Woodrow. And then I had Joshua. Joshua was one you could take in the bathtub.
Oh, hey.
Yep.
I didn't have one
I
of
also
those.
had a preemie that was like tiny, like this big.
So my brother had a preemie that I ended up taking
Oh.
because what's was his was mine. It became mine if I liked it because he was younger, and I was not a very nice sister.
Well, I guess Woodrow was a preemie, but like he was the same size as Marcy and he didn't have any hair.
Oh,
But then this one was like another preemie.
like
but
a
it
real
was
like a teeny preemie.
right. It was small.
Huh.
And none of the clothes fit him.
Right.
And I was like, cool.
What am I supposed to do with this? I wanted a corn silk one.
Oh, I had one of those. Marcy.
I only had the two.
So I had Marcy. Marcy had corn silk hair. She had like reddish brown hair.
Oh, she didn't have the yarn hair?
No, Marcy. Oh wait, no, sorry. Marcy had the
Marcy had the yarn.
yarn hair, and what was the? Was it Maria? It was another M name.
Huh.
I've got her upstairs.
Oh, with corn silk. I
Yeah.
wanted one with corn silk.
Yep.
But I also wanted a lot. So Santa
I didn't
can only
ask-
do what he can do.
I didn't ask for them.
Well, we as we talked about.
Yeah, I just got them.
Get well soon.
Along with
Have
the
a Cabbage
bearkins
Patch.
or whatever it was.
I couldn't find that. So if anybody knows what that was,
They were a bunch of bears.
and they had boots,
Yes.
bears, beats, Battlestar Galactica.
Thank you, Jackie, for sharing that
Thank you so
story.
much, Jackie.
We're going to read Christine's holiday memories.
Yay!
After searching through all of our family pictures, I've come to the conclusion that parents took 0 Christmas pictures after 1987. I'm so sad. Since I sent in my holiday memory story last year that was mainly 80s related, I wanted to send in a 90s story this year. What I did find was a few pictures of my high school holiday ball. I always wanted a holiday Christmas ball.
Me too.
So fun. We kind of did. It was like in January, but I wanted it like
Yeah, but it wasn't
Christmassy.
like Christmassy.
I would have loved that.
It wasn't like decorated like that.
No,
You know?
no. We had 2 formals each year, holiday ball and prom. Our homecoming dance was an informal and blah. I think I only went once. I went to my first holiday ball my freshman year in 1992, the pick where I'm sitting. My date was my friend, although later I found out he wanted more. That never happened. He went all out. We doubled with a couple friends. The guys got a limo and took us to a fancy dinner. The only dance in all 4 years I did both of those things. It was a fun night, going with friends and having no expectations since it was my first high school dance ever. My second one was my sophomore year, 1993, the black dress pick with my friends. First, do you recognize the dress? It was a knockoff of the dress Demi Moore wore in the movie Indecent Proposal. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. That's amazing.
I've never seen that, so
I did. I
Did
saw
you?
that. I just remember the money. They were like rolling in the money.
I remember that from like
and
the
it was
commercial
playing,
or something.
It was playing that song. This is no ordinary love.
Stop it.
No ordinary love.
Isn't that Sade?
Sade.
Sade.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Maybe I haven't seen it. Maybe I just saw like the preview. I love that dress so much. Both that dress and the year before were velvet. Oh, cool. I guess that was a thing in that era. Even my gloves were velvet. The pic I have is super awkward. I'm not even standing by my date. He was my best friend's brother who was home from the Navy at the time. I'd crushed on him since I was probably 12, but he was 5 years older, which wasn't going to happen back in middle school. It was still probably questionable in 1993. I was 15 and he was 20. But he was a perfect gentleman that night. I actually don't remember much except he was broke. Since he was older and not using his parents' money, he could only afford to take me out to McDonald's. I was totally okay with that. We only went out this one time while he was in the Navy, but we ended up dating for a bit a couple years later after he got out. Oh my gosh!
Oh wow.
That's crazy!
Yeah, it is.
Let me see. I gotta take a look at this guy. You guys can look at the pictures on the website. Let's take a look. So that was the one in the black, right?
Yes.
He's handsome. I love the dress. I love the dress, Christine. Love, love, love the dress.
It's very 1993.
It is very 1993.
Much more by ounce.
Okay. The last picture, the blue satin dress, was senior year in 1995. My date was actually my best friend's older brother. Yep, I dated both of them. That's how I rolled back then. I think he took me out to dinner. I actually remember the least about this night, even though it's the most recent. I remember a little dancing and going back to his place later and hanging out with his family. That's pretty much what I can recall from those dances. Now I need to talk to my mom about not taking Christmas pics from 1988 through 1996. Maybe we do have some hidden somewhere. One can only hope.
Oh, I hope so.
Christine,
Thank you, Christine.
I'm gonna tell you same Same here. I don't have any Christmas.
Really?
I don't have any. You know how my mom was about taking pictures. I barely have any pictures from like 1993-ish
Yeah.
to like 1998.
Really?
Really.
Other than the pictures that you took.
Other than the pictures that
And
I
we
took.
took a lot of pictures.
We took a lot of pictures, but I don't
Thank
have.
goodness.
I don't have any my mom took.
But like
Hardly
family
ever.
pictures, yeah.
No, it was like she was just like, well, I'm not going to take any more pictures.
See, my mom took pictures at holidays. But then she never, like, she wouldn't develop the film for like 2
Oh.
years.
Oh.
So we have them all now, but it just took a while to get them.
I love that she went with both brothers.
I know.
That's so cool. This kid, he wanted more.
Yes, he did.
He wanted more than just a casual friendship.
Yes, he did.
He looks psyched, and she's like, meh.
I'm here. I showed up. Aww.
Aw, I love it.
I wonder where he is these days.
I wonder.
I mean,
Thank you so, Christine. I
love
love the
it.
stories.
I do too. I love the pictures.
Yeah, thank you so much for sharing.
And I love the dresses.
Yeah, the dresses are amazing. And I love
Very
like
nice.
the take on it. Like
Yeah.
holiday memories, but we're going to talk about the dances.
I
Fun.
know. I wish that we had a Christmas dance or like a
Me
holiday
too.
dance.
Me too.
I wish we had a homecoming. We didn't have a homecoming dance. We had homecoming,
We had a homecoming
but
dance.
it wasn't like a dance like
it was a dance where we'd go and just like wear jeans.
go to the gym just like any other dance.
Yep. And we danced to
Good vibrations.
yep. Ooh. Can you feel it? I can too. Come on. Feel it.
Feel the vibrations.
With such a good vibration. I'd get down to that song.
Well, yeah. Would you do that?
No, I never did that at high school
That, like,
dances.
laid back?
That was junior high.
All right. I'm going to read Mandy's Christmas Memories.
Yay!
We ready for this?
I'm ready.
Okay. Do. Hey, ladies. So I came across some home movies while cleaning out the garage, and thankfully, we have a VHS player. Yeah. That's amazing that you have a VHS player. I'm just going to say
I
that.
have two.
I'm just going to say that. That's amazing. But is it... Now, do you have an original VHS player, or did you, like, buy recent? Well, I don't want to say recent, because you can't buy those anywhere recent.
I bought them both from yard sales.
Nice.
That's where you get the key. That's where you get the key elements. I'm going to do some hardcore yard sailing once I get all of my stuff gone.
Gone, right.
I got specific.
You're going to
items
get
I'm-
it gone, and then you're going to fill it up.
Yeah, I got specific items I'm looking for.
Like what? Share.
Lots of different things.
What's that noise?
Oh, it's me. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I thought it was me. I kept thinking it's me.
Like retro items.
Oh, okay.
Like I'd like one of those 60s clocks that looks like a starburst.
Yes.
I'd like one of those.
Okay.
Like
A real 60s one?
like a real one.
Are you okay with like a one from TJ Maxx that looks like it? Because I've seen them there.
Nah, I want a real one.
Yeah.
It's just like when I was like on the hunt for that bread box.
Yes, you wanted the authentic.
I wanted the authentic silver bread box that
Right.
and by golly, I found one.
Yes, you did.
So I've got some specific items. I can't think of them off the top of my head right now,
But you have.
right. I'd like a cricket,
Like
the doll.
oh, not that cricket.
Not that cricket. No, I'd like one of those too.
Yeah, but like the doll cricket.
Right.
I saw something with a cricket on
There's
the internet the other
there's
day.
one over at the schoolhouse,
Yeah.
but it's really expensive.
Yeah. I think
So-
I think they're pretty expensive over
Yeah.
there. All right, so I'm going to continue. 1987. I was 7 and so excited to open my presents. My little brothers were still in diapers at the time and weren't as excited as I was. One was asleep on the couch and the other was just watching me open my presents. Two of the best gifts I got were a Hot Looks doll.
I had one of those. Elkie.
She had Stacy. I had to actually Google it to find out the name because I couldn't remember. And a Barbie dollhouse, which was just a few years later. which just a few years later was used for not only my Barbies, but the NKOTB dolls as well.
Jealous.
Ken and Derek had some competition.
Oh,
They sure did. You know what happened to Ken when NKOTB came on the
he
scene?
went bye.
He went right in the closet. I had a Barbie closet. He went in the closet. Never to be seen again.
Oh, poor Ken.
Yeah, he got over it. After we opened our presents, we would get ready for the day's festivities. Going to both sets of grandparents' houses made for a busy day. Luckily, my maternal grandparents lived right next door. Once everyone was there, that was 7 out of 9 of my grandparents' kids, their spouses, and about 12 grandkids at the time. It was time to open presents. This was a loud, noisy, and messy process. My grandma bought each grandkid at least 12 toys each.
Wow.
What?
Wow.
That's crazy. You got a busy grandma. Did a lot of shopping.
That is a lot of shopping.
And it was a race to open everything, especially because my 2 cousins and I would always get the exact same thing. So if you didn't open it first, you would know what you got before you opened your presents. Wrapping paper would be flying. The kids shouting out what we got, yelling to our moms, our dads to look, while they were trying to gather all the trash to put into a huge trash bag.
Do you know what Kevin's parents do?
What?
Kevin's family?
No?
We all open one present, and it goes on to the next person. And then they open one present, and it goes on to the next person.
That's what we do.
That's not what I ever did.
That's what we've always done.
I've never done that. You know what I did?
What? Really?
Yep. I would just open all my presents. It was always about me,
Well, that makes sense.
because I was kind of an only child.
Right.
So,
So-
my parents never opened presents, because they never had presents. Except for me.
You were their present.
Well, no. Well, that too.
I was my parents' greatest gift.
No,
You're welcome.
I would always get them a present.
Oh, right.
So they would open mine, and they would never get presents for one another. And
Oh, I see.
I would always be upset about that. And like, I think about that now. That's why, like, I always encourage Kevin, just let's buy little things for each other.
Yeah.
Because it was boring for me. I wanted to, like, see them open their presents and get excited.
Right.
So,
My mom always, like, sat under the tree with the presents. And my dad and me and my brother would sit, like, in furniture. Or, like, on the floor, but around. And my mom would hand out the gifts. And she was always really, really good at making sure that, like, us kids were opening the same amount of presents.
yep.
But, like, not at the same time, unless she specifically said, okay, you have to open these at the same time. Because sometimes we get the same thing, because we were
Right.
pretty close in age.
Right.
So, like, we'd both got, like, a boombox. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah,
So
yeah.
she'd have us open them at the same time.
Yeah.
But that's how we always did it. And then, like, my dad would have a present. So she'd, like, hand one out, and then he'd open, and then she'd open one. So that's what we do. I sit under the tree. Sadie sits where she sits, and Pete sits in the chair usually. And I will hand a present to her and to him.
Oh, that's
And then I'll
nice.
open one. Yeah.
That's nice. I like that.
So it's not like, sometimes, like, I'll have her and him open one at the same time.
Yeah.
But it's not like, get through it. Let's get through it. Open them all.
Yeah, that's how it was.
Free for all. It's not a free for all.
My dad would actually encourage it.
A free for all?
Yes.
Yeah,
He
you
would
got
say,
it.
How fast can you open those presents? That's what he would say. Dave.
You don't want me to...
Dave. I'm pretty sure maybe he did get my mom that pig one year for Christmas.
How fast can you open those presents?
I've got to show you that video.
Yeah, you do.
I've got to show you it because he opens it and it goes. Wonk, 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 wonk. It's like it sounds like a demon pig.
Ooh. That sounds scary. All right. Now, my paternal grandparents' house was much different. Way more calm. Maybe because it was a little less people, or just the fact that at their house, Christmas didn't revolve around a ton of presents. It is more about celebrating the birth of Jesus. It's our family tradition, still to this day, to gather around my grandma's manger and sing happy birthday to baby Jesus.
Oh, I used to do that too.
You did?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Well, I would make my manger. I'd make my own manger. I was Mary. and my Cabbage Patch Kids would be...
Oh, wait, you mean like a life-size manger?
Yeah, all the time. I did it like 3...
Oh.
Well, not all the time. I did it like 3 years in a row.
Oh.
And I would play, away in a manger, no crib for a bed. The little Lord Jesus laid
Oh.
down his sweet head.
That's nice. We never did that. But my grandparents had a manger, and I loved playing with it. I would play with it and, like, make them talk to each other. I loved the baby Jesus.
We have like 6
He was just a
mangers
little
now.
baby. You do?
Oh, because we never had like a nativity.
Yeah.
We never had a
That's
nativity.
that's like what that's called,
what it's
right?
called, yeah. So now we've got like 6 nativities.
I have one.
And we also have a Fisher Price one.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
I have one from Target. It's like different. It's not really traditional looking.
Kevin's mom bought one for Bren. It
Yeah.
was by Hallmark and it was amazing.
I would love to have one.
And it's missing the star.
Actually, you know what?
You should just get one.
I would love to have one, and I feel like
Sorry, I'm like sniffling.
it's okay. I feel like that would be a good thing for me to ask. My mom's always like, "What do you want for Christmas? What do you want for Christmas? What do you want for Christmas?"
You should ask her for a
And I'm like,
nativity.
I don't know, Mom. I don't know. Like, we don't need anything. I
Or
don't know.
you could get the, what do they call them? Those people? Those things like I have, those wood carvings. You could get that nativity.
Wood carving.
You know, the like ones that are holding the children. And
Oh yeah.
you get that nativity.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
That's a beautiful
What's that called?
nativity.
I'm sure it is. It's probably very expensive too.
Oh, yeah. Well, you buy it in pieces, but that would be a cool gift that she could like buy you one each year and then you could pass it on to Sadie.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, yeah. That would be nice. But does it have like a thing that you can put it in?
Yeah. Yeah, you can buy that too.
You buy that too?
Yeah.
They have it at Hallmark?
Yeah.
Hmm.
They did like, well, I haven't been to Hallmark in a long time,
No, I haven't been this.
but I bet they still
Christmas
have
season.
it. I bet you could get it on eBay.
I'll have to look. That's a good idea. See, this is why we have these conversations.
Yeah.
Because then I can think of things. So right now I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't really want anything or need anything. I mean, there's things I want, yeah. But you're not going to buy me.
Probably altogether it'd probably cost like $300 or $400.
Okay.
So it's not too bad, but
Well,
I mean, but you
it's
could
a new
buy
kid's ticket.
you could buy it in pieces. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
So-
I'll have to think about that. Thanks for the idea.
Hey, no problem.
So,
Sorry about that, Mandy. And sorry to everybody about my little rendition of Away in a Manger.
oh, it's very nice.
But I would do my nativity and then I'd sing Happy Birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jesus. Happy birthday to you. Because it's Jesus' birthday. Yay!
Maybe I should have a birthday cake.
I was raised Roman Catholic.
So, all right. She goes on to say, actually, I'm going to just reread. It's our family tradition still to this day to gather around my grandma's manger and sing happy birthday to baby Jesus. She then takes him, a little baby Jesus figure, and passes him around for all of us to kiss, starting with the youngest of the family, all the way to her and my grandpa when he was alive.
Aww.
Aw. My grandpa would play Christmas music on his guitar, and we would all just gather around and play with toys we had already got from that morning, watch whatever was on TV, eat leftover tamales. Is that how you say that? Tamale?
Yeah, I think
tamales?
so. Yeah.
And open presents when everyone was ready to. See, I see tamale or tamales, and I realize it's like a Mexican thing.
Yeah.
But we don't have those here. I
Right.
think of tamale from lobsters.
Yeah.
Nobody is sitting around eating that.
Nobody eats the tamale.
Except for
No.
my dad.
Except for my grandfather, who
Kevin eats it, doesn't he?
Yeah, and remember I told you my first lobster? Grant made me eat the whole lobster.
That's disgusting.
It was a big deal, though. We got to eat it on the train at Nikki's.
Oh, yeah. Big deal.
That was a big deal.
Big deal. After the big earthquake here in 1994, 4 of my mom's siblings and their families moved up north, and sadly, that was the end of the big Christmas
Aw.
gathering at my grandparents' house. The family members who were still here would go over to celebrate, but it wasn't the same having so many people missing. I'm so grateful my parents bought a camcorder to capture all those Christmas memories for so many years. I don't think they ever knew how much happiness it would bring all these years later. Oh, I bet it does.
I bet it does, yeah.
Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to everyone listening. I hope your holidays are filled with the love and laughter you felt as a kid, and always keep a special place in your heart for those moments. Oh.
I love you, Mandy.
I know. Whoa. The pics I included are the Stacy Hutlux doll and Barbie dollhouse. A photo of my cousins on my mom's side that was taken about 1989, I think, based on the outfit I had on. A velvet black shirt, a white collared shirt, and a velvet vest with flowers. I'll have to take a look at that. You can see my cousins holding up the same doll we got. A photo of my grandma's manger and her holding the baby Jesus. And a photo of my cousins on my dad's side. I haven't had a chance to look through old pics to send on my dad's side, but I included one from 2009. That's as far back as my Facebook goes. LOL. So we have all of her pictures.
Mandy, I love your holiday memories.
Okay. I had, and maybe this was the same one that you had too, the Barbie house.
Yes, this is
same one. Same pictures on the back.
Yep.
Same.
Oh no, mine was different. My elevator was pink.
Oh, I wanted a pink elevator.
And mine had different pictures on it. I want to say that mine were like realistic.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Mine were
looked like real.
I specifically remember the floor,
Yes.
on the kitchen,
Yes.
looking like that. Oh, so fun. Okay, I feel like I also had the Stacy doll, but I don't, this is going to sound crazy, but this is solely based on, like, the outfit and her, like, hands and feet being the way they are.
You also probably saw my Elkie doll.
I don't know what Elkie looked like.
She had a tam.
Was she wearing the same outfit?
It was similar.
I remember that outfit, but I don't remember having the dolls. Maybe I knew somebody that had the doll.
Yeah, I had Elkie, and Elkie looked exactly like her, but just with lighter hair.
I don't know. This is going to drive me crazy.
I can show it to you. It's
I would love
upstairs.
to see.
I'll have to bring my dolls down.
I would love to see Elkie. I'll look at all the dolls that they all got the same.
That's so cool.
That's so fun.
That is so
The
fun.
manger.
I really wish that I had a big family.
And all the cousins. From 2009. I remember Christmas Eve at my aunt's house.
Oh.
As when I was a kid. When all my family was there. Everyone would go. Like my grandmother was still alive, and like all of her kids would get together, and then like her siblings and their kids and
That's
families.
nice.
And it's not like that now.
I wish that
It's different,
I
but-
wish we did something like that, but we don't. I love going to North Carolina with Kevin's family because that's
Yeah.
like the closest that I've ever gotten to something like that.
To a big gathering.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know we don't have that anymore. But we gather. It's a little family now. It's fun.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Mandy, for sharing your story.
Thank you. Love you. Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays. So we have one last story, and that's Jennifer's sister's Christmas story.
Hey.
Here we go. Hey guys, this story isn't about me, but my younger sister. She's not in the group and doesn't listen to the podcast, so I'm going to tell it for her. I'd like to add that this is a Santa story, so if you have little kids listening, you may want to skip my story if you know what I mean. Okay, so this was December 1990. My sister was 5 and I was 8. That year, my sister Debbie had a lot of questions about Santa. She was very persistent and kept asking my parents if Santa was real. Over and over, hundreds of times a day. She would just say, "Tell me the truth." So finally my mom was like, "Okay, do you really want to know the truth?" And she said yes. My mom started to say, "Well, a very long time ago, there was a man named St. Nicholas who gave presents to boys and girls. He died a long time ago." Immediately, my sister started to flip out. She went hysterical and the tears were flowing. Thinking fast, my mom said, "But now the elves make all the presents and give them out to the boys and girls." This satisfied my sister. Christmas Day came, and it's time to open our presents. My dad had gotten the video camera that summer, so he was filming everything that Christmas. As we were opening gifts, my dad would say, "Ooh," and show the camera. "Who is it?" And my dad would say, "Ooh, show the camera. Who is it from?" We started to get gifts from Santa, and Debbie says, "This isn't from Santa because he's dead, but it's from the elves." Oh gosh. She said that. She said this to every present that was from Santa. Watching the video now is so funny, but I'm sure back then my parents felt bad. I can't remember what happened the next Christmas, if the elves were still involved or if she gave up. No idea why my mom thought it was a good idea to tell my sister the truth, but she still feels horrible if the subject ever comes up. Jen.
Oh my gosh.
That was a great story.
That's awesome. That's
that
hilarious.
was a great story. Oh my goodness. I think I told my story last year about how I heard that there wasn't a Santa.
Yeah.
And so I was young. I was like 4 or 5.
Oh my gosh.
Like,
Yeah.
I was
yeah.
really young. And so Santa came to my house
Yes.
on a snowmobile.
Yes. To prove.
And in 4th grade, in part of 5th, I was like, "There's a Santa. He came to my house." I sat on his lap.
Damn it. Santa is real. He came to my house in a snowmobile.
Yes.
I sat in his lap.
I heard him. He went ho ho ho. I know that he is real. Santa is real. He's real in every one of us.
He truly is. He's real in my heart.
And I can't wait to celebrate Christmas. I can't wait for you guys to celebrate the holidays with your family. I was
can't
hoping
wait.
to get more other holiday stories, like
Yeah.
holidays that were not like we got some
Like Hanukkah.
Yeah, I was hoping to get Hanukkah stories. I love celebrating Hanukkah with my friend Jamie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to play dreidel, and I actually
Oh, that's fun.
got to on one of the nights or a couple of the nights I got presents.
Did you really?
Yes, I did. I
That's
got
exciting.
wishbone earrings.
Oh.
It was like it had a significant meaning,
Oh.
but I can't remember it now.
Yeah.
But I still have them.
That's cool.
Yeah, they're really tiny. They're tiny little wishbones
That's
with
nice.
like little wishbones with a little pearl.
oh, that's so nice. How nice of her. Well, her family.
Yeah,
That's sweet.
it was from her babu. That was her grandmother. She
I
called her
don't know
babu.
what that is. Babu.
Babu.
Oh.
Her sweet babu.
Well,
All right. Well,
thanks,
those are our
guys.
holiday stories. Thank you for listening.
I know. Thank you so much. We
Thank
love
you for
having you
sending
here.
them.
And we love having you send stories. All stories.
Yeah.
Holiday. New kids.
Right.
80s, 90s.
We're finally getting some really good stories again.
Yay!
So excited for you guys to hear them.
We had to put it out there and let you know we need them.
So now we're
keep
getting
sending
them.
'em.
Keep sending them.
So, mysocowhatever@gmail.com.
Yes. And until next time,
Peace out.
yeah. Have a funky Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays.
So, that's it.
We've been waiting all year for this night. When the snow is
Glistening on the trees outside. And all the stockings are hung by the fireside. Waiting for Santa to arrive. And all the love will show. 'Cause everybody knows it's Christmas time. And all the kids will see the gifts under the tree. It's the best time of year for the family. It's a wonderful feeling. There's love in the room from the floor to the ceiling. It's that time of year.
that time of year.
Christmas time is here. With the blessings from above.
God sends you his love,
and everything's okay. Merry Christmas, happy holidays. All right. That was cool. I love that song.
Me too. It's my favorite NSYNC song. You know that. You
I
know
do.
this.
I do know this.
I love listening to it.
And
And what? Joey Fatone's coming to Bangor,
Joey
Maine!
Fatone! He's coming to Bangor.
What?
Joey,
Just putting it out there.
put it out there. We live in Bangor.
Yes.
He's not listening right now.
No.
But
If you guys know Joey Fatone,
if you know Joey Fatone, let him know that we're in Bangor. He's going to be here in April.
Yeah.
And we would love to just sit down with him for like a half hour.
yes.
And talk to him. Be on the podcast.
Yes.
Just talk to us. We love Joey Fatone.
Yes.
And for the record, we also love his brother Steve.
Hey, Steve on the bike on the unicycle.
Yes.
I found those pictures, by the way.
Steve on the move.
I found all the pictures.
All the pictures?
All the pictures.
Lord.
Yes.
But cool.
It was a trip down memory lane.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Faux show.
All right.
All right, guys. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Until
Bye.
next time. Bye.
Bye.
Hello, no one is available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
Hi, Brooke and Nikki. This is Stephanie. I just finished listening to episode 100, and I wanted to call in and say congratulations on 100 episodes, and thank you so much for all the time, energy, and love you pour into the podcast. I'm sitting here waiting to walk into work in the snow for the second time this week. It never snows this early in the year in Missouri, so it was wonderful reliving some moments of the cruise on my way in the snow. So thank you for that. My story will be hopefully done soon, and I will send it to you. It was an amazing first cruise, and I'm still in disbelief that I actually got to be there in person and experience it all. I wish I would have gotten a chance to hang out with you guys a little more, but I am glad I did get to meet you. And just wanted to say thanks. And now it's time to start listening to a little Thankful Unwrapped because it looks like Christmas. So, hey, I'm going to bust out the Christmas tunes because I refuse to let the PCD set in. It hasn't. I just keep riding the wave of all this love and enjoyed seeing the guys in L.A. And thank you, Charlene, and everybody that posted pictures and lives. It was really exciting to be on my lunch hour and get to experience a little bit of that. So this community is so awesome because we all kind of get to be a part of every little thing that happens. So thank you. And look forward to the mixtape tour. May can't get here soon enough. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Hi, it's Johnny Wahlberg. No, it's not. It's Mrs. Riquelme. I just love that voicemail and that part when he said hi and bye. It's one of my most favorite memories, getting to witness that voicemail being left. I just love it so much, and I'm so happy that I got to hear it on the podcast Friday, the day after Thanksgiving. And I just left work in Tribeca, and I'm heading to Yonkers to meet up with Miss Maria. We're going on a little road trip this weekend. So, bye.
Hey, Brooke. Hey, Nikki. What's going on? It's Roderick, or Roddy, or Rod, or Rodrigo. Call me whatever you want. So I'm all caught up. Things have been a little bit busy at work, so I finally caught up on all the episodes, and I was super excited about when you girls were talking about snacks and stuff. I love snacks. Growing up, I had some of the best snacks. And in the spirit of the holidays and gifts and all that stuff, I'm going to send you ladies a nice little package with some treats. I may have lost my shit, though, because I discovered a new bodega by my house. It's a small supermarket, like a mini market, but it's like a little bit bigger than a bodega. And I've always seen it. I always wanted to go there, but I never go because I have my local bodegas out the block from my house. And I went and I walked around, and an hour and a half later, I had a full cart of just the best stuff ever. I mean, of course, I got stuff for me and Jen, but I'm super excited for you guys to try some of these treats. They're some of my favorite, and there's some new things that I've never seen before, so I was even more excited. But yeah, so hopefully you'll get your package soon enough. Maybe I have to ship it out between today and tomorrow. Not today, obviously. I'm done for the night, but tomorrow, the day after. Well, hopefully you'll get it before the holiday season. Hope you guys enjoy it. It's a lot of delicious stuff. A lot of delicious stuff. I mean, like, it's good stuff. I'm so excited. But that's it. Yeah. Just enjoy. All right. Happy holidays. Love you, girls. Bye.
Hi, Brooke. Hi, Nikki. It's Joy. Just finished listening to your Donnie Wahlberg interview, and oh my gosh, that was awesome. I choked up so much as he talked, and especially when you read Steph's story, that just got me. And I just love you guys, and I can't believe you guys got Donnie Wahlberg on your show. Next time it's Joe. So, it's a great way to start off a Monday. Donnie Wahlberg, the National Treasure, with my two favorite podcast girls, Brooke and Nikki. It's great. I just feel good this morning. So thanks, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.
Hey, Brooke and Nikki, it's Michelle. Mama Michelle. I just listened to your episode with Donnie, and as I don't even know what to say. That was amazing. I'm very emotional right now. I have so many things I want to say, but I can't say. So many thoughts right now. All I want to do right now is hug you two and cry happy tears with you. So let's do that when we see each other this weekend. Drink, eat, hug, and cry. Maybe not in that order. But I love you guys. And Donnie, if you're listening to this, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love you. I love you, Brooke and Nikki, too. Bye.
Hi, Brooke and Nikki. This is Alyssa from Massachusetts, originally from Maine. I just finished listening to your Evening with Donnie Wahlberg episode, and all I can say is that my heart is totally full. I'm so excited for you guys. I'm so glad you were able to get Donnie on the podcast. It was absolutely perfect and absolutely amazing. I have to say that my favorite moment in the podcast is when Donnie talked about being able to identify a BH, not by how he or she looks or by what they're wearing, but by looking at the sparkle in each and every one of our eyes. I thought that those weren't his exact words, but when he said that he can just tell because he can connect to each of us, that just was very special. Again, it was really amazing, and thank you. Thank you for all you do. Bye.
Oh my God, Brooke and Nikki, it's Tina Fu. I just got done listening to Step 104, the Block Party with Donnie, and I am dying. This was one of the best episodes ever. Absolutely ever. I love every minute of it. I could listen to it over and over again. I cried, I laughed, it was wonderful. Thank you guys so much for this. That made my whole day just listening to this episode. And if you check on Facebook, I posted in the page some of the shirts I found from back in the day. Love you guys, love the My So-Called Whatever, and yes, even my son is wearing the We Are All Donnie Girls shirt too. Have a wonderful Christmas, you guys, and can't wait for the next episode.
End of messages.
File's done.